Good morning. Do you mind? She's just had a bath, so she's all frisky. Today we are doing a little sewing project. I've got two jumpers. One is unfortunately losing its image, the little vinyl image. It's actually my favorite jumper to wear in the house. And then I have another one, same image, but bigger. I don't want to get rid of either jumper. However, I do wear the one more than the other. So I think this is the best option for me. So let me show you the jumpers. So you will recognize this jumper. You can see that the image unfortunately is now starting to come off. And it's small, but I've got a purple version of this jumper, but this one's too small. It's a very simple jumper. Now I'm thinking if I can just cut this out in a nice shape, I will be able to sew it on here. Whether or not that's going to be a great idea, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to sew it because I also want the edges to be incorporated in the jumper, but then at the same time, I don't mind if the edges show. So I'm trying to figure out how I can do that. But yeah, this is the project today. That is what we're doing. Hopefully this won't be as hard as I'm thinking it'll be. I've seen someone do this before. I need to try and find the video because it's just taking one image and transferring it onto another in a way. I found the video that I saw ages ago that gave me this idea is by Ripped and Dripped. They are based in Boston. They are an actual sewing company. Credit to them. This is a great idea and I think this will really work for what I'm trying to do. So basically all they've done is they just cut out the image and I'm going to try and do something similar to what they've done, or I might even do a heart because the Powerpuff Girls has a heart. Let me go grab my scissors, set up the camera, and then let's give this a go. I'm gonna sketch out the heart because I want the heart to be quite perfect, and then we'll go from there. Oh, there's also a terrible stain on this purple jumper. I got some paper because I want to trace over the Powerpuff Girl image, and then I want to be able to fold it in half so I can make a perfect heart. Okay, so I think the best way to do this is like you would do a piece of paper, fold it in half as evenly as possible. I'm going to be adding seam allowance to this in any case, so even if I'm slightly out, I will still be in enough with my heart. Okay. It's not bad. Oh, okay. It's a little bit too small. Blossom's little bow thing just makes it. So I'm gonna have to make it slightly bigger than what it actually is, which is fine. That was kind of gonna happen in any case. That's as good as I'm gonna get it. I don't think it'll be perfect, but it'll definitely be something. Let's start cutting. That was some of the most precise cutting I've ever done. Eee. Okay, let's see what it looks like when I pin it to the jumper. It's gonna look so cute. Okay, now that I know it's gonna fit, I now need to just cut another heart shape underneath the purple one, so there isn't as much fabric on the other side. I mean, technically I could just sew this on top, and technically I might just do that. So I've just realized what they do. They actually sew it inside and then cut where it is, and then it shows up underneath.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
Oh, it's so scary doing this because it's like my favorite jumper. So that's why I'm like indecisive of whether I want to cut it up or not. And I can't get another one of these. Primark don't sell them anymore. So then it would be right side to wrong side. Done is I've cut a circle, and I'm going to cut the circle, and I've just checked that this will be able to fully sit on top of it because I'm going to be sewing underneath rather than sewing at this side, and it's perfectly fine. It's just my jumper. Okay, I have to do something because the jumper's starting to look very shabby and I want to upcycle it. So where's my scissors? Done. This is the next part. We are going to flip this inside out carefully because there's a giant hole in it now. Make sure it is even on both sides, and we are going to take our Powerpuff Girl madness. We are going to recut this hole once this is sewn. Okay, so now we're going to pin and check that it's all okay. Let's flip it and see what we've got. Remember, we are going to be cutting the excess away, so we will be able to see the image a lot better, and we will be cutting it into a heart shape in any case. I messed up, but it's okay. I'm not completely unhappy, it's fine. I can fix it, I'm a little bit mad at myself. I don't know. I'm figuring this out. I don't plan anything. I just do it and I just hope for the best. Let's go and sew this into a heart shape. I'm going to do a quick stitch, like a four length stitch, because if I have made a mistake, I can easily unpick it and repin. While I'm threading the machine, I'll tell you about my little mistake that I made. So I made the circle too big. That's one mistake. But I think I may have rectified it. It's not going to look perfect, but that's okay because I only wear this jumper around the house. It's not like it's a really massive issue. But in the future, if I decide to do this again, which is a big if, I cut the circle in the middle too big and too wide. So now it doesn't look like the hearts underneath it, which is fine. I'm learning and mistakes are made, and when mistakes are made, we learn. We learn from our mistakes. So I'm going to have to make some modifications while doing it. So that's why I'm going to do a very basic large stitch, so I'm able to rectify it if I have to. But like I said, if it doesn't turn out well, it doesn't matter. It's a jumper that I wear in the house to clean with, to wear to bed. It's nothing. This is currently what we're working with. It will look okay, I think. I have drawn a interesting looking heart on this side. I'm not going to cut anything until I know it's perfectly fine. This is a trial run for the future of my jumpers when I decide to upcycle them. finished sewing the basic stitch, and I think I may have salvaged this problem that I was seeing. The only thing I need to do now is just sew the tip of the heart a little bit more closer in, because it is touching just the edge of the other fabric. So, and in order to not have that, I need to sew it a little bit further out, although that's a little bit difficult because look at how much fabric I've got there. Should be fine, but it is now time to cut the edges and to see if this actually worked. And then I've got to chuck it in the washing machine to get all dry and to wash all the blue off from the pencil. So let me just cut all the threads and then we'll... So I've managed to salvage everything about it. Okay, I'm gonna take it downstairs to my bedroom and we're going to look at it and I'm gonna try it on. Alrighty, so a couple of things before I show it to you. It's really hard for me to cut all the little bits and pieces off of it. I accidentally sewed a double, like the fabric folded over itself, so there's like a little, looks like a little knot, but you won't really be able to see it. You're going to have to ignore the blue line where I marked out where I was going to be sewing, because I haven't washed it yet. Here we go. It doesn't look awful. I actually do love it. I do. There's just like a part of me that's still holding on to the old jumper, but this is cute. I love it. But overall, it's not bad. The heart could be better. I am quickly gonna go stick it in the wash so all the blue stuff comes off, and then we'll be back to try it on. Alright everyone, this is the top on the jumper. Look at it. I think I'm actually really in love with this version more than I was with my old version. It worked exceptionally well. I will say that I had no hope for this working, I won't lie. I have zero faith in myself when it comes to these things, because when I do these types of things, I don't plan them. I decide on the day, that looks good, I want to do that, let's do it. I don't plan these things. This is me, this is it. Now it's not neat, and maybe if I'd planned a little bit better, it would be neat, but... So yeah, this is my new Powerpuff Girl jumper. I've kept the other jumper, the one that this had on it, for something else, for a different project that I might consider doing. Obviously with the size of the hole that's in it, I don't know how that's gonna work, but you know, we'll figure it out. Here's a close-up of the jumper, of me wearing it. So yeah, I thank you so much for being here. Have a lovely day and I shall see you in the next one. Bye! Mwah.